Guys, it's Julia. Today in this video we're going to be taking a look at Windows 10 Extreme Lite made by Bob Pony. So yesterday I made a video about Windows 8.1 Extreme Lite, but this time we're going to take a look at Windows 10 Extreme Lite, which sounds very interesting. It's the most light version of Windows 10 ever. Look at that, the system requirements are actually less than 500 megabytes of RAM, which is amazing. It's 384, CPU with NX, and hard disk 2 gigs or higher. You don't even need that much space to run this, which is amazing. And it says the notes the Wi-Fi isn't supported in this light version due to missing Wi-Fi services. Internet's possible via Ethernet and direct wired internet, not wireless internet Wi-Fi by enabling network services. And there's no internet browser on the light version, and we have to get our own web browser, which I do have a few of them sitting in my downloads folder on my actual computer, so we can just drop them in the VM. And yeah, so here we go. Let's just take a look at Windows 10 Extreme Lite. Sounds really amazing. So this will probably install really fast as well, probably as fast as 8.1 Extreme Lite. Not sure, but it sounds really interesting. Okay, so we're getting in setup already, and setup's already starting. You know, it's amazing. You can have just like a version of Windows that isn't that big. I have a USB that has Windows 8.1 on it, but I should put the light version on it. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so unallocated space, yeah, it is 60 gigs of hard drive, but we'll see how much it actually takes up of that, because that was just the default for VMware. So let's see how fast this installs. Oh, we're getting files ready. And I can see that's loading really quick. I gave this VM like 2 gigs of RAM, that 60 gig hard drive, 2 processors, because like there's 8 cores I think, and I gave it 2. Yeah, I think that's what I gave this virtual machine. So it should run actually really quick. This would be good for computers that have not very much RAM. Like maybe that old e-machine desktop I have laying around. Probably run very well on that. Wow, 79%. It's maybe a little tad slower than the Windows 8.1 Lite, but still really quick. So I'm very impressed with that. How it installs very fast. And it's very light, so there's not a lot of stuff like that came with it built in. It's just basic Windows 10. You don't have all the apps or anything, probably not. So yeah, this is very interesting. Okay, we need to reboot. So let's reboot. And I'm using this in VMware because I remember last time VirtualBox didn't seem to want to work with the mouse. This one might, but I thought I would just use it in VMware because it seems to work better. So it's loading. Just wait for it to load. And also, if you want to download this, link in the description. If you want to download this and test it out on a virtual machine or whatever you want to test it on. I can see it's loading. I mean, it's not going to be the fastest, but it's not going to be that slow either because it's got like not much of anything. Getting devices ready. See if I have a mouse to move this. 50%. And still, this is still a really fast Windows installation. When I reinstall Windows on my computer, it probably takes like 20 minutes, maybe 15 to 20 minutes on my actual computer to reinstall the OS. Which, I mean, it isn't the fastest, but it's not the slowest either. I have to say, this OS is or these light OSs are pretty interesting and awesome. It'd be good to put on an older system that doesn't have a lot of memory, or it's like older. I have these old laptops I showed you, those Toshibas. I would love to put this on one of them, but it doesn't have NX, unfortunately. So it won't even boot into the disk. It just reboots in the middle of trying to boot to it. However, the Windows 7 Lite might work. Might be able to try that because that would probably run good, because the regular Windows 7 was not running very well. It was slow, it was laggy, lacked a lot of drivers, but you can always install them. But I feel like that computer just didn't seem to have drivers for 7, because it's a computer that was back in like the Windows XP days, so it was a little bit different. Okay, so we're getting devices ready still, 50%. I don't know if it's stuck or if it's just taking an extra long time to load this, but it should load. I think I'm going to like time lapse this just because it's taking so long, so I'm going to start that about now. Okay, now it changed to just getting ready, so it just took a little extra time, but it worked. Okay, so we're rebooting here. Okay, so we're loading, slowly but surely. Okay, finalizing your settings. That's what the other one said. Alright, now we're logging in. Preparing Windows. Seems weird to see that on Windows 10. Usually you see that on like 7 or 8. And there we are at a desktop. So I'm going to install VMware Tools, and I'm just going to time lapse this because this video is getting kind of long. Uh-oh, that's not good. Not sure why that's happening. But I know, I'm trying to think of what we can do to get this to work. Oh, why is that loaded? Okay, I think I see our problem. That's bizarre. It's not having the VMware tools in the VM anymore. Let's try that again. And it's still not working, and then it just X's it out. I don't understand that. Why isn't this working? I can't seem to get VMware Tools on this install. It just doesn't want to install. Let's try this. Oh, we can't even find anything to open that. Let's see. Let's try this. So it's not 64-bit, so that wouldn't work. If you guys know how to fix this error, please tell me, because it's not going to run very well if VMware Tools isn't installed. So, I mean, I could try VirtualBox, but the mouse would probably not work again, but I may try that later on. But you could see this is Windows 10 Extreme Lite. There's the settings notepad, again notepad. not much in here. You got component services, computer management, disk cleanup, services, and task scheduler. We drop that down again. We've got command prompt, control panel, default programs, devices, file explorer, run, task manager in this PC. I'm actually curious to see how many services are actually running on this though, because it's so light. There's probably like none. Okay, not bad. We just have this amount of services. Probably only the services that you actually need for Windows to run. So that's, very interesting. As you can see, oh yeah, it's got that user icon. It says the license is expired, so kind of interesting. So let's go to settings, see if that opens. Okay, so we do got our settings. We'll see if we have our dark mode, because I think dark mode would look cooler. Yeah, dark. And I like to show this and that, and then get rid of transparency. Maybe make the Google a little darker. You can see it's just like a black background. There's not really much to this. It's just very light, but it's really cool. And we still got all our like normal Windows 10 settings. I don't really think much has changed. And we're only using 2.70 gigs out of our 59. So this can be installed on like little amounts of space. And I think it does have, and it says it's not on the internet, but I'm not sure. It might be connected. I'm not sure if it's actually connected. I can't drop anything because VMware Tools won't install, so therefore I can't transfer anything to this VM, which is kind of a problem. So these are very nice light versions, but I think you'd want it on an actual computer instead of a virtual machine, like a testing computer you have in your house. Like I have a lot of those computers laying around my house. I could probably load this on just to see what it's like. Obviously though, it wouldn't have any of the drivers. I don't think this would update either because it's probably lacking all the services. So looks like Windows Defender aren't available. It's been uninstalled from the server. That's interesting. Oh yeah, this is Enterprise though. See, there's not even a Windows Defender on this. You got a bunch of this stuff. Unable to reach the activation because I don't think the internet's working, and even if it was, I still don't think. You could actually enable builds on this. I wonder what would happen. Probably wouldn't work. It probably wouldn't even do anything. Windows Update just seems dead. Like it's not even wanting to load the page, so I think it's dead. You can still go under all these settings are still working. I just have to figure out how to get internet to work in the VMware Tools because it looks like a lot of the drivers and stuff never want to install. So you could change the color of this to like anything. I don't like that purple though. It's got like regular colors you can make your background, but I think personally the black looks the best. The other colors, could make it a picture, but there is no pictures, and slideshow wouldn't work either because there's nothing. You'd have to actually put a picture on it. But basically, let's see, here's the control panel. That's very and if I search for a control panel on mine and I open it and I compare the two like I did in that one video, they're kind of different-ish. I just gotta really squeeze mine. Or no, I can probably squeeze this one because this one has like nothing. And then if I just do this, you can compare the control panels. This one's missing kind of a lot of stuff, but mine has all these extra things underneath some of them. Some of them are the same, but some of them are a little bit different. If you guys want to compare that, you can. So there's a lot of settings missing in this, but all these settings are still the same. I don't think they've really changed much. I wonder if I can get to settings from here. I don't think they've really changed. They're mostly the same. it's just hard to see the difference, but they all look like, except this apps thing is not here, and probably a few other things in here. But I mean, I don't know why my computer's being like this glitchy right now, but it's like, look at this, it's like glitching out. But anyways, yeah, that's a little glitchy. Okay, but you know, a lot of these though look like they're similar settings. In fact, I think these are supposed to be the same. Mine just has some extra ones that this doesn't have. But I mean, this is pretty cool. Everything looks awesome. If I can get this on the internet and get more tools, this would be pretty cool. I mean, it's really fast too, even without like any drivers, which is, it's just amazing in how little space that it takes up on this drive. This would be good for, maybe I should try to load like this on my tablet or something, but I feel like it wouldn't have any of the drivers to do anything on it. But it's like very limited on storage. So this would probably give all its storage back, which is pretty cool. But anyways, guys, that is Windows 10 Extreme Lite made by Bob Pony. I'll have a link in the description to this ISO, as well as a link to Bob Pony's YouTube channel. I think he made some videos on installing this too, so you can check his channel out and see those as well. But I have to say, this is pretty impressive how you can strip down an OS this much. You can take up less storage, you can make it run faster, limit a lot of the services, and it runs very well, and it's very good for low-end machines that aren't very powerful that can handle this. So next, I can't wait to try the Windows 7 Extreme Lite, because I'm going to actually try to install that on one of those older computers I have, because I would install 8 or 10, but they don't have NX, so I have to install 7, but I feel like it would run pretty well on that. It'd be a nice little OS to have installed on those computers. Okay guys, thanks for watching this. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. You can comment down below what you think of it, and if you know how to fix that error in VMware, and that would be great, because I want to kind of fix that. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. That's all I have today, and bye bye for now.